this thing off right. And it's been a minute. You know, YouTube doing their little tricks once again, trying to stop a player, but they can't stop me. And I'm just gonna continue to give it to the people flat out, man. And what I'm about to do right now is give you my flat out opinion on the post fight reaction from the Errol Spence Udanis Ugas fight that took place last night. Great fight. I was thoroughly entertained. The card was good. I mean, from top to bottom, I was entertained. You know, uh, this seemed like one of those fight cards where all these old cats was getting their ass beat by these young boys. And let me just say this, Gamboa, please, from the bottom of my heart, 50 Cent, if you got this brother's number still, because you used to promote this cat, tell him to just hang it up, bro. Go and be a Cuban boxing analysis some damn where. This is like the third ass whooping I done seen you get in the last year, bro. Come on now. Enough is enough. Sometimes you got to save the fighter from himself because this guy is just getting the dog shit whooped out of him. But we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. And I think the Spence Udanis Ugas fight was good. It was a success. Looked like they had a decent crowd in there. I don't know what the pay-per-view's done. I didn't pay for it on pay-per-view. But I just want to say this because I think it needs to be said. I haven't been on YouTube a whole lot today to see what people are saying. So if someone else said this, then we're in agreement. But I don't think that the performance that Spence displayed against Udanis Ugas, and it was a good performance. He chopped him down just like you chop a tree down. He started off the fight a little slow, couldn't get his range, and then he made adjustments, and he started just dog walking Udanis Ugas. Udanis Ugas, to me, seemed like he had no game plan. He didn't make any adjustments. He just stood right in front of Spence in a high guard and just continued to get chopped down, from the body punches to the hooks to everything that Spence was just walking him down. We all saw the mistake that Spence made when his mouthpiece fell out and he got hit, which could have been ruled as a knockdown, but it didn't. And he made a rookie mistake and he paid for it. It could have turned ugly. But besides that, Spence just dogged this guy, man. He dog walked him. And with that being said, as good as Spence fought, he made a lot of mistakes. And that performance does not make me any more confident that Spence can beat Terrance Bud Crawford. Because those mistakes and those shots he got hit with, I'm talking about clean flush shots that he got hit with from Ugas. If that was Bud Crawford, that fight would have been over. Let's just get that out the way. All right. I don't see any way that Spence beats Bud Crawford. I just can't see it. He is too slow, too flat-footed. He almost has like a robot type of movement. So I just don't see him beating Bud Crawford. And I don't even buy the shit that he said at the end of the fight. I just don't see it. He has never called out this man's name. Yes, he said he was going to clean up his side of the street and fight Terrance Crawford. Yeah, he said that. But Terrance Crawford got away from ESPN. He did everything that Errol asked him to do to try to get this fight. Errol told him, go get a belt when he first came to the division. He went and got a belt. He told him, cross the street. Terrance Crawford attempted to cross the street. And according to some reports, they say he have already crossed this street. And it just hasn't been announced. I don't know. But I just read energy and body language. You can say whatever you want out your mouth. I don't feel that Errol Spence was being sincere yesterday at his call-out. I think he has those 3 belts now. He's a unified champion. There's only 1 belt left in that weight division, and Terrance Bud Crawford is the owner of that belt. He is going to call out Terrance Crawford, which he did, and he's going to appear to the public like he really, really wants this fight. But deep down inside, my gut feeling, my gut of guts, I think he's going to try to lowball Terrance Crawford when the negotiations start. He's going to try to 70-30 him, 75-25 him. I mean, we all know why he wanted those 3 belts. Because if you really wanted the fight to happen, why do you got to clean up your side of the street? Well, I mean, what's the point? If you want to fight somebody, you're going to fight him regardless. When you fought Pacquiao or attempted to fight Pacquiao, Pacquiao had no belt. He was already stripped, and the belt was already given to Eubanks Ugas. So what was the reason for fighting Pacquiao? Was it a money grab? I mean, I just don't see it. Eubanks Ugas and Terrance Bud Crawford offered the same thing. They both have 1 belt. The fight we want to see is Terrance Crawford. So why did you have to make the Eubanks Ugas fight before Terrance Crawford? I don't believe that Errol Spence really wants this fight. I'm sorry. And if he does, and if his team is really pushing for this fight, it's because they see that he's not going to last long in the sport. They see him declining to a certain extent. Now, to the public, it looks like he put on a good exhibition last night, which I give him credit. He did. He straight dog walked Ugas. I mean, he beat Ugas worse than he did Danny Garcia, and I thought Danny Garcia is way softer than Eubanks Ugas. If Danny Garcia and Ugas fought, I'm gonna pick Ugas because I have no respect for Danny Garcia at the welterweight division. Danny Garcia has 3 losses on his resume, and it could damn well be 6 because I can name 3 other fights that he flat out just lost. And let's just get that out. But he wants to go up to 154. Man, come on, to do what? So I just don't feel that this fight is going to happen as fast and as clean and as smooth as some of these boxing fans think it's going to happen. I don't believe all of a sudden now you want to call this man out. Now you clamoring for the fight all of a sudden. This man has showed up to several of your fights. You showed up to his last fight against Porter. You ran out of there once you saw Porter get stopped, so Terrance Crawford couldn't call you out. It's no other reason to leave the arena like that. I don't want to hear no excuse, nothing you can say for the reason why you left that arena like that once you saw Terrance Crawford and stopped Sean Porter the way he did. And that wasn't even Sean Porter, or that wasn't even Terrance Crawford's best performance. I mean, Sean Porter was doing whatever he wanted to do in that fight and was winning some rounds before his dad pulled the trigger and stopped the fight. But that's the type of fighter that Terrance Bud Crawford is. He'll go in deep waters, he'll bang if you want to bang, and he'll give it to you however you ask for it. That's what makes him so complete. Now, if they did fight, I would pick Terrance Crawford. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be a first round knockout, but he will destroy Spence in my eyes. I just don't see Spence, as slow as he is, flat-footed as he is, giving Terrance Crawford a run for his money. I don't see it. Hopefully it gets done this year because it should be a Vegas fight. I'd love to see this fight in Vegas. If not Vegas, it should be LA. It should be somewhere on a big stage. And I know all the boxing fans, everybody's been wanting this fight for the last 5 years, but I'm just telling you, watch. It's going to be some tricks when it comes down to the negotiation of this fight. It's not going to be a 50-50 fight because Errol Spence has 3 belts. Terrance only has 1, which it should not be a 50-50 fight. If Terrance Crawford demands a 50-50 fight, in my eyes, he's wrong. Because he only brings 1 belt to the table. All right. So I think it should be a process, a vetting process where they can come to an agreement, get this fight done, give the fans what they want. 2 undefeated fighters in their prime for all the marbles with everything on the line. I mean, this is what we need. And if you feel otherwise or you disagree with my commentary, please leave me a comment and let me know why you feel that way. But this is my flat out opinion. I don't think Errol Spence is being truthful. I think it's a fake call out. He's going to try to lowball Terrance Crawford when it comes to negotiations. Just watch. And you heard it right here, and everything I just said is just flat out.